Alright, we're here for the third round, and hopefully this one goes a little bit better. We're starting off in an 0-2 hole, but two mirror matches, doesn't really help that. This hand's pretty sweet. We definitely want another 2-mana land would be ideal, but any land would be great. It would let us curve naturally into Mimic, Endless One, Thought Knot, and hopefully Reality Smasher after that. Well, he mulliganed to 5. Let's hope this is not the third Eldrazi-esque mirror in a row. I told a lot of people already that I feel like this Eldrazi engine is kind of gross for a few reasons. It feels a lot like Survival of the Fittest did in Legacy a while back, where you just try to find the best Eldrazi deck, and that just ends up being the best deck. And you can build it a number of different ways. You can be a little more controlling. You can be more aggressive, like the blue-red version, more resilient creatures. But at the heart of it, the problem is the engine. And the engine in this deck is just the mana. Alright. That's not so bad. Alright, let's cast this Thought Knot Seer, see what we're working against. Probably going to take away a Lord or something. Oh, he's got another Harbinger. We'll probably take that. None of the other cards are too threatening. The Rajiri is pretty good, but I think Harbinger just bouncing our guy is a little more problematic. And Kira could stop our Dismember, but I'm fine just not casting Dismember in this game and just crunching our guys into the red zone over and over again. Alright, well we have a number of options this turn. We can we could play like Mimic and Reshaper, or we can go Dismember, Reshaper. I think we're going to attack first, see how he blocks, and then we'll Dismember as we need to. And then I might just play Mimic over Reshaper, because that'll let us play Smasher next turn and hit him for a cool billion. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get the Rajiri out of here, since it'll let him maybe untap a land or something like that. And we'll just play Mimic, and then save the Spirit Guide for the Smasher next turn, plus the Mimic. Spreading Seas here would keep us from playing Smasher next turn, more than likely, unless we drew a land, but even still, we had the Reshaper and the Blink Moth, and even a Ghost Quarter for his Mute Vault, so we had him on a couple different fronts. Spellskite's pretty mediocre in the matchup. Chalice of the Void is also not great. I think Ratchet Bomb is pretty good. Warping Whale, it's not so good. Pithy Needle is pretty decent, since it can just lock down Vial or Mutavault from them. And I think the easiest way to lose this matchup is to just like have them stick an early Silvergill or Curse Catcher, and then them just be able to pump them up. And Gutshot allows you to keep them from doing that. And it's not great, obviously, but it does kill a guy early, which is exactly what we need. We just need some time to start casting our big guys. Nothing else here is really all too appealing for me, so. Okay, an Unkeepable. I think this deck mulligans a lot, but it actually mulligans pretty well. Aside from having a heavy Spirit Guide draw, we're definitely going to keep this one, but we definitely just want a big guy now. So we'll put the Ghost Core on the bottom. We'll probably not lead off with Eye. We may actually lead off with Spirit Guide Ratchet Bomb. Okay, now we'll lead off with Eye. Next turn we can play 4/4 and attack for 4. Spreading Seas would not actually be all that bad. Now we can just play Ratchet Bomb. Yeah, we're not going to trade here off for that, but if we get Ratchet Bomb up to 2, that actually takes care of the Spreading Seas and a potential Lord he may cast. It also kills our Mimic, which means we probably should have traded with the Curse Catcher since we were going to play this Ratchet Bomb. But we don't actually have to crack it. We can just threaten to crack it. We could also blow it for 1 in a pinch. Like if he just plays Vile and not another card. Alright, so we revealed another Silvergill Adept. So his hand is likely flush with 2s. We draw a 2-mana land here. We can actually play Reality Smasher. We could also play Endless 1 for 3. Yeah, I'm probably just going to play it for 3. Trigger this Mimic. Whack him for 3. He may just start chump blocking, which I'd be fine with, since we just have this Ratchet Bomb on 2. If he doesn't, that's also fine. Excuse me. Next turn we can actually play Mimic and Smasher if we decide to blow up the Mimic that's in play. Unfortunately, unless we draw a 2-mana land, we can't do that too well. We have to blow up this Mimic first to be able to cast the Smasher. So he plays a Lord. It hits us for 6. We may be priced in to blowing up the Ratchet Bomb for 2. We'll just have to wait and see what he does, though. Play Dismember. Okay. So if we draw a 2-mana land, we're just going to hit him for 10, put him to 1. Which is crazy. I think I'm going to go and tick this up to 2, though. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, that's a good bait spell to get me to blow up for 1, but I'm sure his hand is just all Lords, so... Yeah, we're just gonna play this, hit him for another good chunk. Gonna put him to 8, and next turn we can like clear most of his guys, play Reality Smasher, and hit him for 8. So he's in a bit of trouble, not gonna lie. Ratchet Bomb is pretty good against Merfolk. We do have a reasonable number of 2s in our main deck, so it hurts us a little bit when we have Spellskite and Eldrazi Mimic, but their deck is just so heavy on 2-drops that Ratchet Bomb blows them out of the water most of the time. It's possible instead of the Reshaper last turn, I should have just went pop the bomb, play Reality Smasher, play Mimic, and then attack for 5. But that's not that much different from just attacking for 3. And if I blow the bomb too early, there's a chance that he can just overwhelm me with Lord of Atlantis type creatures. Alright, I have a feeling he's just going to target Matter Reshaper. Yeah, that makes sense. Or not target, but you know what I mean. Alright, this lets us play the Smasher, so I think I'm going to do that. We'll turn this into a 5/5. And if he, depending on how he blocks, we may pop the Ratchet Bomb and try to trample over him. Like, he probably is going to go Reshaper Silvergill on Smasher. Why is he blocking like that? Doesn't make much sense to me. Okay, so we get our guy too, though. So he got a Curse Catcher. We get Thought-Knot's here. Okay, well, now we're going to force his hand, kind of. Now I kind of wish I had left it on 1, but We still know he has a Silvergill Adept in hand. And now his Vial's at 2. So if he plays a couple 2-drops, we might just pop it mid-combat. Is a Harbinger to bounce this guy? No. Silvergill Adept for days? Is that what's going on? Okay. Maybe he's just going to tech edge us, but we still got this 5-power guy just crunching in. Yeah. I don't know. I guess maybe his hand was just a bunch of mana. Maybe he had a Dismember or something, and then he spreading sees the Airborg and couldn't cast Dismember. I don't know. That was kind of a weird game, but as you can see, you know, we got spreading seized, dismembered. Even one of our guys got copied with Phantasmal Image and just kind of ran him over. The threat of Ratchet Bomb, I think, was particularly hard for him to beat just because it kind of made him play differently. And since we're putting all this pressure on him with both Mimic and Smasher, it really kind of like forces his hand to walk his 2-drops into our Ratchet Bomb. So anyway, that was round 3. We'll be back for round 4 in just a few.